Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you to the mysterious fortress of Forsaken Tidings in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, where we have journeyed far and wide in an attempt to rescue our sister that has been kidnapped by what can only be described as a giant bird. It's really unfortunate that this had to happen on my 11th birthday of all things, and on that same note, we ended up losing our sword in the process, so you know what? Screw you, asshole. You're the worst. I don't like him. But that's okay, because we're gonna get our just vengeance as our pants apparently start talking to us and is apologizing due to its lack of aim. But at least the look on our face was priceless, so we've got that. No, instead it looks like we got ourselves this very emasculate stone that was just placed so ingeniously inside of our pants. That is incredible, but no, this is our lovely friend Miss Tetra communicating with us phonetically throughout the rest of the world. I have no idea how it works, but she's going to be giving us hints if we show desire, and she's going to want it back once we rescue our sister. No promises there. Now, our first order of business is to take care of the searchlights. If we get caught, we're going to get thrown in jail, and that doesn't really look good on any resume for a child wanting to get into the workforce, so we'll avoid that and become Solid Link inside of an upside-down barrel. It smells like there was probably some hefty amounts of rum in this thing before we got in, so I wouldn't be surprised if Link got a little bit tipsy going through, but that's okay. As long as we're not moving, spotlights won't make any fuss out of a moving barrel. So we'll go collect a couple of rupees and make our way to this inconspicuously placed staircase. Please don't throw me in the clink. I'm too young to go to jail. This is where it gets a little bit discerning, because we have 3 spotlights that we should probably eliminate just to make things easier. But for the most part, as long as we've got a trusty barrel, we'll be fine. Once we get to the top here, we will be perfectly okay. Just out of reach, and we're good. Excellent. Alright, so first business is up here. So what's kind of interesting, I guess I should probably show the bottom map, is that you can actually see on your gamepad in real time that you will be able to see where each of these spotlights are. I'm not 100% sure if that's how it was in the original, but okay. My pants are vibrating. I did not consent to this. There's a monster running the searchlight. You don't say. However, we can slay it. Just maybe it'll shut the searchlight down. I've only killed 3 of these things so far, and only with a sword. Right now I have nothing, except for a shield. Cool. So we're going to be introduced to the novel concept of disarming enemies with a smile. I suggest that we use a very heavy jar filled with Boko sticks and just toss them right at his big fat brain. How's that sound? Ooh, hi. You didn't see anything. That must be the most tedious task in the entire world. However, here, have at thee. Just right in the face. So you can whack enemies, you can pretty much just like throw them at them too. That's honestly the most preferred method of doing it, but game wants us to use our shield. So, are you gonna attack, fool? There we go. He's taking his sweet time. Just trying to eye us down. Might have to pick it. There we go, thank you. You can also attack physically, which is kind of annoying too, so let's just whack him, get him out of here, go away. And we get ourselves absolutely nothing. Fantastic. Usually they drop a little thing called joy pendants, which are things you're definitely going to want to collect. You're going to need at least 20 of them to beat the game, but I still want to grab more than that. So that searchlight is out of commission for good, and we can refer to our little mini map on the gamepad to defer ourselves to the others. But first, let's go head down over here. There's a couple of things that I want to collect over the course of our time here in the Forsaken Fortress, and one of those items, or I guess 2 of them technically, are in this room. So we're on the 2nd floor. That's how we're going to proceed to the top. First, we'll go over here and check out the sweet chest. Because ladies and gentlemen, being the first dungeon slash temple slash fortress of the game, we got the dungeon map, which we already technically sort of had, which is a little redundant, but at least now we can see rooms we haven't even been to yet, so that's great. I guess that might be useful for some people, otherwise not really. So there's a few different ways to go, and actually my interest is piqued by the room beneath us, so let's go drop down over here and not be confronted by any pesky rodents, because they are extremely annoying, especially when we have nothing to combat them with, but of course they decided they didn't want to show up. There you go. If you let them hit you, they will steal rupees from you and deal damage. It's kind of irritating, but looks like they're minding their own business, so... Ooh, hi. No, you're not. Okay, just kidding. I actually just wanted to go over here and press a switch, like our good friend Nico taught us before we were scheduled to go bowling, into a jail cell of our own. Our voluntary entrance into one of these majestic areas to collect an item that's actually even better than the one we just grabbed. Ladies and gentlemen, got the piece of heart. This is our first out of 44, and we will be collecting all of them over the course of our journey, and it's just much like you'd expect out of any Zelda game, and something we'll hopefully be able to do while journeying across the Great Sea. So we need to get back up to the second floor, and in all honesty, the quickest way to do that would be to get captured by one of these moblins. It's like, what was that? Who's throwing barrels? Rats! You better not be doing that shit. Yeah, they don't really seem to care at all. There we go. I actually don't even know if we can kill those guys. It'd be hilarious if we could. I'm gonna throw a stool at them. Yeah, Steve Austin style right there. I don't even know if we can kill them. I'm kind of curious now, actually. Huh. We probably should just get captured and not get sucker punched by a rat. That'd be great. All right, last one, and then I'll take it. All right, we'll take it. Bye. No need to throw lambs at me. I'm sorry. I'm just a child. I'm too young to go to jail. So we get thrown into a jail cell of our own. It's very large, high ceilings. You can have a straight up hoedown in here. Just hang out under the table, dream a little bit, listen to some Dave Matthews, I don't know. But much like in other games where Link gets viciously imprisoned as a small child, we can go and escape through an inconceivably placed hole in the wall. It's great. We're busting out of here, Andy Dufresne style. Move out of the way, bitches. I'm out of this joint. And we can go and break out. Although it's kind of unusual that they took us to the jail cell on the second floor when the one that was directly beneath us was perfectly available. So it's kind of strange, but we're now back up here to where we found the dungeon map, so it's actually not too bad. And now we can go and get rid of a couple more things, so hopefully not miss and bounce off walls. And let's go head out over here. And hopefully this is the right direction as we head to the exterior. And yes, this is directly where I wanted to go. Hopefully this asshole drops a joy pendant, because if anything, I'd like to be able to get a head start on that. If not, maybe I'll whack him over the face with my plastic telescope. Okay, I'm gonna go and grab this. I don't know why it's placed there, and seems to really enjoy doing his very tedious job. Alright, sir, so let me go and just wait for you. There we go, right in the face. Oof. So, there. Ooh, double hit. Nice. And see ya. And wow, a rupee. Wow, I am rich, dude. That is fantastic. So we only have one more to deal with, and believe it or not, it's actually more or less necessary to do things. And we could keep exploring along this place, but I don't really know if I want to. There's a chest that we can grab later, but it just takes way too long to get there. We have to go through so many rooms. And you know, I kind of want to do it, in all honesty, because you never see anybody go and do all of the out-of-the-way things in Forsaken Fortress. They just kind of zoom right through it. But on that same note, it's mostly the same people who LP'd this game 8 years ago with the 10-minute time restraints, and they didn't really have all that much, you know, leeway in making progress unless they, you know, beat it as quickly as possible. So that's why we're collecting the second of traditional Zelda dungeon items, the compass, and this will allow us to see hidden items that we were not able to see before. And considering how kind of annoying it is to constantly look down at your gamepad, probably not going to use it all that much, but we are now in one of the central rooms. I do kind of want to go down there, but first, ooh, I almost missed there, and I bounced off with such momentum and ferocity. That was incredible. Maybe if I make a shortcut back to the bottom, then I might just go and snag that chest so we can get a couple extra rupees. And did I get the wrong direction? No, here we go. A nice little view of spotlights obscuring our vision. But yeah, Arilla's just right over there. And unfortunately, we can't reach it because we're too small. Curse this 11-year-old body. It's the worst, man. But this is the last bokoblin we need to deal with. Or bokoblin. So I'm gonna go and throw another one of these lovely vases at your face. I hope you don't mind, sir. Spice up your evening a little bit. There we go. Ooh, he kind of like went with the punches. And here we go. Oh, you're not done yet. Okay. Let's do it the way that the game developers intended it to be done. Disarm thee. Keep doing that and you'll be great. You can't use a shield while you're holding an item because apparently Link is just not dexterous enough to do that. Alright, there you go. Ooh, didn't throw it. Nice, right in the face. Please, for the love of God. Ooh, this is actually even nicer. These orbs will give you a plethora of things, including the Joy Pendant. Hooray! An 11-year-old's favorite accessory. So we keep it in the spoils bag, and it's used to spread joy to those throughout the world. Cool. So that's really nice. We're going to need 19 of those more, but that's fine. We're good. All the searchlights are gone, and I thought there might have been a shortcut down there, but maybe not. This will take us to another nice little view of where our sister might be. Follow the seagulls. You must do it. Oh, let's see where this takes us. Second floor is definitely where we need to be to continue. And if I fell down here into the rum room, then we'd be halfway across. So I think we're fine. Let's keep going, shall we? We only have, I guess, 2 more rooms to go, and then we're perfect. So if you see this giant slab of rock, you are on the right path. And they really are loving these cinematic camera angles, aren't they? Also, I love how the seagulls were able to cast shadows like 80 feet away. So if we need to get back up to this point, this is how we would do it. So let's take a look at what else we might possibly be missing. Also sneak past some moblins, because that's actually a little bit more exciting than one might think. But first, we'll enter this giant door. And this was the room with all of the rum in it, correct? For some reason at some point I thought we were able to barter with the rats and buy things, but I think that comes at a later date in other places. So we have one over here, so step into the tiny shoes of Solid Link. And don't worry, at the very end we will be able to turn back around and get to the second floor exactly where we need to be. Although this guy's gonna be a bit of a troll, isn't he? Oh, excuse me, Moblin. These guys are actually really fun to fight, but they're kind of scary. Especially on hero mode, where they do double damage and they constantly swing at you. They're giant spears. How's it going, sir? Wonder what these guys are thinking about. So much like the bokoblins, who carry the joy pendants, the moblins will have skull necklaces, and those will be paramount to doing certain things later on regarding swordsmanship, so... Or no, wait, that would be the knight's crest. That's right. So ultimately, this is the room we need to go to. We need to head up into that little area up there. But I want to see. I don't think I've been in here. There's Keys. There's a ship. Huh. Alright. Exploring all these parts of the game that I've never seen before. That's amazing. What about over here? That moblin's just going to hang out over there, so... We'll just mosey on by. Avoid rats. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's like, I swear to God, that barrel's moving. But I'm not quite sure. My eyesight's really bad. Alright, we're good. Let's get the hell out of here. And collect... Ooh. And maybe enter the bunk bed area? Oh God. Okay, I remember this now. Why is that in here? No intruders. No prostitutes sleeping with the moblins allowed. 10 rupees, that was it? For some reason I thought you were a 50. What the heck? Alright, well, let's climb up here. This would be kind of an unusual place to sleep. Wooden pillows. It's great. But this will actually take us to the top floor, so it's perfect. Although, we can still make it across there. And this will take us all the way back around to where we got the dungeon map, essentially. Now, if I can reach this, and I didn't get too drunk inside of that barrel, we're good. I completely forgot about that guy and his laser eyes. That's incredible. Okay. This is the room we need to go to. And... Or wait a minute. What the hell is this box for? Now I have no idea where I am. This is what happens when you wander. Huh, maybe it's this one actually. I'm referring to my map a little too much. This is definitely the one. Cool, so let's actually get on our way. Probably gonna split this into 2 videos at this point, but personally I like this path a little more. Okay, now we gotta be really quiet. This moblin is very proud of his Jewish heritage, despite the fact that he's wearing a skull necklace, and these rats will tend to screw with you pretty frequently. This is bad. I'm just gonna avoid all enemies. How did that guy notice? I guess I'm kind of in front of him, but once they both turn around, we'll be fine. Oh, I think I smell a rat. I'm gonna get knocked the hell off of this thing, aren't I? And it's gonna save my life, you just watch. Okay, I think we're good. You can tiptoe. Thank God, the rats were not interested. Alright, we're safe. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace out. I need to save my sister. God. Ooh. Why the hell are the anchors so high? What is the point of that? Wouldn't you keep them near the water by the ships or something? I don't know, it just seems like kind of an odd place to put them, you know? Alright, we only have one more moblin to navigate past and then we'll be good. All the searchlights are in the sky. We're in straight up Hollywood now. And this man, I don't know what he's doing up here. He's waiting to be relieved of his duties. How's it going? Are you good? You need some help there, Mr. Pig Sir? Man, their sprites are just really cool looking. I mean, in like kind of simplistic fashion, but they're wearing that weird hat and they have gloves and I don't even know. But we're good, we're safe, and we can hopefully grab our sword as a result. Because if not, I'm gonna be really sad. But first, we have a little bit of platforming to do in the form of sidling. I know some people are probably gonna get on my case about pronunciation for that, but 2Ds would be the siddle. Alright. So, and sidling's just such a weird thing, although I'm not 100% sure what else you would refer wall hugging as. It was very dangerous to do. And if you had missed several of the searchlights, they would actually be over here, and they would catch you, and you'd be under arrest if you had not fallen to your death. So, just keep in mind. This boy just really likes to get into trouble, doesn't he? Alright, I hear the gulls. We must be near. Don't worry, Ariel. I'm gonna come save you. Hopefully this encounter with the giant bird has not scarred your visions of them for the rest of your life, but here we go. It's our sword! Oh. Oh, great. So, let's grab it and use it to fight this bokoblin. You got the hero sword you dropped. Alright, we're back in business. Don't drop it again. Alright, you. What are you gonna do? Huh? Just gonna wait for you to make the first move. I'm playing a little bit too much For Honor, so... There we go. Oh, and he dropped his weapon. Nice. Excellent. But of course he drops nothing. Making minimum wage in Forsaken Fortress really doesn't have its perks, so this is kind of a cool weapon to use too. You just go and, it's just heavy, and also that's really useful too. So anyway, get the hell out of here. Let's go and save our game real fast actually, so we don't lose any progress, and let's go ahead and save our sister, as well as any additional long-eared girls that that giant-ass bird might have taken. Hopefully not a lot.